Okay, Lauren and I are going to do your first part of your creating a 3D image from your dashboard. So Lauren, you're going to go up to the right-hand side where it says Create, and it's a blue button, and you're going to choose 3D Design. Now we're actually doing a 3D design, but you already have the three-dimensional element of the tile square. So we're actually designing what to put on our 3D design. And that is the laser cutter with the Glowforge. So the first thing you want is, here is your work plane. The work plane is just where you're going to input your data and your information on your element. Before we start with that, I would like for you to see the front left corner where the Tinkercad logo is, and I'd like for you to write your last name.
Right here.
Right where it says Fantastic Robo, just change that. Your last name, your element, and front.
And front.
Because you're going to create two designs. You're going to create a front design and a back design. Okay, and know that this is an online software, so it will save as you go. The other thing I want you to do is, this is set up in millimeters, and you guys like to work in the US system, so you like to use inches. So if you go down to the right-hand corner where it says Settings, you want to change where it says Settings, not where it says the word Settings. It's very close right here.
Oh, okay. My bad.
It's very close, and you want to change that units to inches, okay, and make it that your default, so it's always going to be inches now, okay, and then X out, okay. So now you have your work plane. I like to move around the work plane. Since this is an engraving image, you want to go to your top square up here and hit top, and now you've got a square, and you're going to use this grid to help you lay out your elements design. And you are basically going to be using text. So if you look, that there's some preset pieces over here, and there's one that says text. And you're going to drag that over. And drag it on over. And you have text. Okay, and what is your element? Zincs?
Yes. So.
What is it? You're going to change that, and you're going to write the element, change it. Right where it says text, and you write your symbol.
Oh, just a symbol?
It's the Z, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to want that kind of bigger, right? So you can change the size. So go ahead and place this on the center of your work plane, the grid. You can move it around. And then do you notice that there's measurements popping up? Yep.
Yes.
So you can change the measurements. So you know your tile is 4 inches. You probably want that to be about 2 inches maybe. This is the largest part.
Okay.
So 2 inches tall.
Yeah.
So do you see how it changes? So if you click, there you go. Change it to 2 and hit enter. And you might want to change the bottom to
2.
1, or I wouldn't.
Do 1.
Yeah, let's try that. You can play around, and then I would move it with these arrows instead of right here.
Oh, with these arrows?
Yep, and put it in the center. And you can use the grid. Yep.
Show them these. So these arrows.
Yep,
Sure.
those arrows. That way you can make sure it is on the work plane. Because if it's not on the work plane, when we go to engrave it, it will look invisible. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. So Lauren, I'm going to show you this. So you're going to take this for me. And remember I showed you we like to see it from the top, which we do, okay? But if this ends up off your work plane,
Yeah.
you don't know it, and you go to print, it's not going to see it.
Yeah, okay.
It won't see when we go to slice it and change it. So we're going to put that back onto the work plane, and you know it's on the work plane when it's 0. So I'm going to do, sorry, Mrs. Martin's not very good without a mouse. Okay, I'm going to put this down and put it down back on 0. Okay. Up there. Okay.
Okay. I zoomed in.
So let's just leave it as is, and we'll finish that later, Lauren. We're showing you how that works. But now, when you're ready, I'm in a class with you. So when you're ready and your design is finished, you will email me and let me know to print it. The only other thing that you need to know about the front is the electron configuration. If it is a raised power, so remember H2O, that's the one I always think of. So H2O, let's do that. We're gonna need H, but then you're gonna space, and then you're gonna put O, and I accidentally put a dot in there. I didn't mean to do that. We're not gonna put 2 there. You're gonna add a second one and add the 2 for your electron configurations. And then you can make that smaller and then place it above.
Okay.
Okay? That's the only other trick.